Yes, this is your favorite show, Sports Unfolded, with your favorite hosts, Eric and Ron.
Hey, sports fans! Welcome to the top and the best sports podcast on the planet, Sports Unfolded, where we cover all of this week's past stories. I am your host, Eric. Main man right over there, Ron. How are you tonight?
I'm doing okay.
I am not sure.
A little nervous, technical issues.
Yeah, it's not showing we're on Facebook right now, so that's kind of cool.
It does have it listed up here, so I wouldn't worry about it.
All right. So we are a live sports podcast. So if you are joining us live, please join the little boxes on the hillside. Look at my man, Hugo, already on. Join Hugo. And let's make sure we have some fun tonight. But before we get started, Ron, if you would like to let those know that help us continue to grow.
Thought I watched it.
Greatly appreciate that.
All right, tonight's show is brought to you by Sprout Co-working. For all your co-working needs, large or small, visit sproutcoworking.com. I was going to go out Spro working.
Yeah, we're a mess tonight. We are an absolute mess right now. But we'll figure it out at some point. All right. All right. These? Also want to thank our good friends there in Dallas, Georgia, 99.1 WDJY-FAFM. Thank you for putting us on every Saturday at 1 p.m. We greatly appreciate the support. As well as our good friends there in Southeast Connecticut, S6E29 Public Access Channel 12. Thank you for the support and putting us on every Tuesday night at 10 p.m. Yeah, we're a mess tonight. I don't know. We started off rocky. Hopefully we get... We're not Apollo Creed and Rocky IV because that didn't go so well for him.
Hey, but did you see the ratings in Boston
for FIFA?
For radio.
Oh no.
So, the hub cleaned house.
Okay.
Like one in every time slot. But WEEI is getting completely destroyed in the race.
Wow.
It's time. It is time. WEEI.
Danny, thanks for joining us.
You need to give us a call.
Danny's on as well. So we've got some people out there live tonight. So make sure you take part in the conversations tonight. We definitely want to hear from you as well. I did want to say, Ron, I don't know if you've seen this yet. Speaking of Rocky, did you see them making a movie, I Played Rocky? And it's like Sly and how he got the Rocky script and how he refused to sell it to them without him being in the movie. Like, it looks really good. Looks really good.
The story is incredible.
Yeah, so I
got to see it because I'm a Stallone fan.
Right? Yeah, this looks like it's going to be great. Even the casting looked amazing. I don't know if you haven't seen it, but I would have Danny. Thank you for being live with us. Danny, I already thanked you, but I'll thank you again, buddy, because you are one of our favorite people. So I would highly suggest checking that out, Ron, because it looks amazing. Looks amazing. All right, Ron. I guess we get this party started. Talk some sports here. What a World Cup finale we have set for. We don't need another Herro. That is true. But the World Cup stage is set with Argentina facing Spain this Sunday, Ron. Thoughts on what we should expect? So how we got here, Spain defeated France 2-0 on Tuesday, and then Argentina defeated England 2-1 on Wednesday. Yay, you got him in there. Yes, Lionel Messi
Remember that on Waterboy?
Yeah. Yamel once won a contest. His parents won a contest to have a picture with Messi. Now they'll face each other this Sunday, Ron. So, I mean, what do you think? Go Spain.
Yeah, this is going to be a good one. It's, you know, two of the best teams in the world, and they proved that by defeating some of the best, and you know, to get there by beating, say, France and England, is no small feat. Let me tell you, those are two great teams, and I know a lot of us were hoping for like an Mbappe Messi or a Ronaldo Messi World Cup. Half of it got there.
Half did get there.
And to me, Eric, it's kind of a Messi celebration. Not a Messi celebration, but a Messi. Because I think what this did, this solidified him as the best player of this generation.
100%.
You know, I mean,
And
say what you want about Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah. Didn't have a great World Cup. Yeah, and he didn't have a great World Cup.
No.
Messi is up for the Golden Boot.
Yes.
8 goals, 4 assists in the World Cup.
It's remarkable.
So you think about what he's been able to do to carry Argentina, and they're not winning games, Ron, where it's like, hey, they've led from start to finish. These are a lot of them have been late game, just great execution. They don't panic. They kind of sit back and say, okay, when it's our time to strike, we do. And that's saying something for the composure of the country, really, because there was no panic, even in the fans' eyes, too, because it's like they always felt, you know, like they were always in it, and they were. They really were. Yeah, so Spain, obviously very good defensively, Ron. One of France's weaknesses was their midfielders. Argentina, about the same. Do we think Spain's defense can do enough to hold Messi and that offense off to win this World Cup? They are the favorite. If the betting odds are that Spain is going to win this thing, how does Argentina get it done, Ron? Can they repeat?
Well, they're going to have the same issues as France. They really are. The question is, though, Argentina has a little more firepower than France. And I think it can come from everywhere, you know, in that forward group that they have, just exceptional skill. But that midfield could be the demise of Argentina, just like it was with France. The question is going to be, can they get the ball to the Spain side of the field and keep the pressure on? If they can do that, they're gonna win the game. But it's not going to be easy against the Spain defense. It really isn't. They're just solid up and down the lineup.
Spaniards have the advantage, I think, Ron, with the fact that they haven't been tested enough where I don't think they panic either. I think they feel like, look, if they have a 2-goal lead, you're not going to see the same result you did with, you know, a France or an England where you're still kind of up in the air on can they.
And that's the difference. You just have to sustain the pressure on Spain as long as you can, because they're not going to be a team that folds.
Yeah,
it's just not going to happen with Spain.
If you think how Argentina got there with England, and England being up 1-0, then it was 1-1, and then early in the extra time, right, they score again, Argentina, and just basically put the nail in the coffin for England. I don't think Spain gives up that goal. So Argentina's plan has to be is to get up early and really not allow that defense to be able to be the number one factor as why the Spaniards are winning. That's going to be crucial.
Jump out in front, because they're not going to come back on Spain.
No.
And when you look at the rankings, before the World Cup, Argentina was number 2 and number 3 was Spain. So these are two teams that, are pretty dominant,
Yeah.
Around the world. France, by the way, was number 1.
Number 1. Yeah. Yeah. Who Spain defeated, right? And so you have that picture up there, Lamine Yamal. What a story that is, that the fact that he's going to face Messi on the biggest stage, that one's kind of crazy to think about. Also wanted to talk a little bit about what you thought, kind of changing this World Cup atmosphere because it's in the United States. Halftime show featuring Madonna, Shakira, Justin Bieber, the Beeb, and BTS. It's not something they normally do. Does this affect teams differently as well? It's going to be over a half hour. You're going to have, some similar to the Super Bowl, where some teams struggled with that in the NFL because it's a longer halftime. It's a little, more sitting and waiting.
I think it favors Argentina.
Right? The age, Messi being 39.
Plus, Messi has been in the United States playing, so he sees all this hype. And that experience alone, playing in Miami, is he's going to be able to talk to his teammates and say, hey, look, this is what we're going to have to do. Halftime is going to be a little longer of a wait, just stay in that zone. And, and it also, if they are down by a goal, that is going to help them, with a possible comeback.
Yeah, refocus.
And because, not to mention, both teams will enjoy Shakira.
Yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, hips don't lie, my friend. Hips don't lie.
That's right.
I will say this, too. Piece of history could be made with this World Cup. If Spain does ultimately beat Argentina, it'll be the first time that you've had the men and the women win both back-to-back. It has never happened in World Cup history. So piece of history could be made, too, on Sunday if Spain wins. Women winning it last year, and now the men could possibly win it this year. So that would be
they're trying to win their second, right?
Yes.
So, Spain can really take a big chunk out of history. Argentina, would like to get their fourth. So, and we talked about this last week. 8 countries have only won the World Cup, and again, we're still in that same position because they've both won before.
And think about this, Ron. When we talk about dominance in a sport, like basketball for the United States, when you got the men and the women and what they are able to do every year that they're in the Olympics, for the most part. Now, football is considered probably the biggest sport in the world. And you could have Spain basically say, we are the best soccer nation ever. To have the fact that you could have the men and the women win both is incredible to think about.
Yeah, that'll never happen here.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Definitely not. And then before
at least for another 100 years.
And before we actually move on, Ron, 2030 World Cup, it'll be held in Morocco, Portugal, and Spain. So Spain could possibly be defending their World Cup title in 4 years on their home country.
Wow. Doesn't it seem like it's destiny?
It almost is. It's like everything's pointing towards Spain. Everything's pointing towards Spain. And I'm like, holy cow. But then I read that and I'm like, wait a minute. They're going to have some interest in winning it now.
Wow.
More than before.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so it's going to be crazy. That game is on Sunday at 3 p.m. Saturday at 5 p.m. You have the third place match between France and England. So Saturday and Sunday.
I think the soccer gods are toying with me.
You're working again?
Ron's been into it this year.
Yeah.
Let's screw with him.
Yeah.
Let's put it on Sunday during his event.
There we go. There we go, my friend. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. We will do our predictions later in the show. So if you have a horse in the fight and you want it, Hugo's already go Spain. So we'll see. We'll see. Stay tuned for those predictions. All right, Ron, let's talk some NFL. This is a story
I
that's
think it's
interesting.
because he's a Ronaldo fan and he doesn't want Messi to get anything.
It could be. It could be. They are a little bit of.
But he is
Um,
Portuguese. So
yeah, so am I, but you got to root for Messi on this one. I don't know.
I do. I like him.
Who's making a bigger mistake here, Ron, with the George Pickens franchise tag? Is it Dallas, the Cowboys, or is it George Pickens playing under the franchise tag? So $27.3 million franchise tender. They had till Wednesday at 4 p.m. to either extend him or he has to play under that deal. Obviously, no deal was made. Your thoughts?
I think it's Dallas's big mistake because they don't want to pay, and because Jerry knows best, he goes in and he doesn't care, what the consequences are. Because if Pickens has a monster season, he's not going to re-sign him because he's not going to be able to.
Number goes up, or again, you got a franchise tag him, which means the number goes up.
Right.
So I thought about it this way, Ron. At first, I was like Pickens, right? You get hurt, something happens, right? It could basically
that was my thought process at the beginning too.
Yeah. But then I looked at it this way: if I am a free agent or I am a player that plays for the Dallas Cowboys and I'm having a successful season, I start to think about this is not the first time they've done this. Dak Prescott. Just as recently as 2021, they franchise tagged him twice because they didn't want to pay him, right? Top dollar, and then they finally did a deal. This year, there's been 4 players, Ron, that were franchise tagged. 4. Pickens being one of those 4. 3 of the 4 signed an extension. So again, Daniel Jones signed a 2-year, $88 million deal with the Colts. Breece Hall, a 3-year, $43.5 million with the Jets, and Kyle Pitts signed a 3-year, $54 million deal with the Falcons. George Pickens the only one that didn't sign. And I'm starting to think that players are going to start to look at the recent trend with the Dallas Cowboys and say, I don't know if I want to play for them because I can't trust that they're going to want to give me a contract when my time is due. I think they're making that mistake more than anything. Even if Pickens gets hurt and they get out of it with not having to pay him as much money, they've probably set this trend in the NFL where players are going to start to look at the Dallas Cowboys and say, I don't know if I want to play for this team anymore.
Well, I mean, it just goes to show you that it's Jerry Jones is looking at it like old school, right? This is how they did business back in the day.
So they're
and
going
it
streaking?
Worked back in the day.
Are they going streaking? Old school, Will Ferrell? No? Okay. All right.
But that's what he's treating it like it's then. But did he not learn from what happened with Micah Parsons? Did he not learn from this?
Obviously not. Even with Dak, like Dak, for all of Dak's inept getting to the postseason, he's put up great numbers for the Dallas Cowboys. He has been one of their best performers.
Yeah.
During the regular season, and you slighted him.
Yeah. So, and they're going to keep doing it. And that's because that's what Jerry Jones does. It's business, right? But he doesn't understand. Players are a little more intelligent these days, both business-wise
100%.
and personality-wise as well, because, they see the trends and how, athletes have become, more successful financially. And I think players are starting to really, really hate the Dallas Cowboy franchise because they know they're not going to get what they want from that team. And it kind of reminds me of the end of the Belichick era, where it was Patriots way. You start just dumping players and getting somebody else to fill the holes. After a while, that stopped working. because you're just not going to get that kind of a guy off the scrap heap anymore.
Yeah, you drain your talent. At some point, it catches up to you.
Yes.
I would also.
It's the same principle here.
George Pickens was a problem in Pittsburgh. We know they, off the field things, even,
Yes.
On the field things. He was a model citizen with the Dallas Cowboys. He had 93 receptions, 1,429 yards, a 15.4 yards per reception average there, 9 touchdowns.
It was a game, too, that he just took over. And I want to say it was somewhere around mid-season where we were already counting Dallas out.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they lost receiver. CeeDee Lamb. That game that they didn't have CeeDee Lamb, he was a monster. And that is what George Pickens is. Yeah. Like, he can be that guy.
He's the number one wide receiver in my eyes.
Yes.
Dallas, he made his first Pro Bowl last year. If all the signs and cards were on the table for Jerry Jones to say, you know what, I think this kid's going to be all right in Dallas. Let's make this happen. That last year proved it. And you're almost asking them to do it again. And then you're not even guaranteed you won't franchise tag him again. And I think that these Cowboys in today's NFL, Ron, I think you said it perfectly. These players are getting to be so much more intelligent financially because they've seen what happened to some of these old-time players that did it. And they're investing better. They're saving their money now better than they ever have. They're protecting their body more so that they're able to continue to play longer, right? Yeah, remember that? Johnny Manziel making the money, buddy. But now he's doing celebrity boxing. But at the end of the day, if I am anywhere near Jerry Jones, I'm starting to tell him, listen, we've got a bad rap here. We've got to stop doing this. Because if Pickens goes off and has another season similar to what he had last year, which I highly think he will, based on the fact that as long as he stays healthy, their offense is still stacked. This is going to basically have players start to say, there's absolutely no way if they're going to do it to Dak, George, after having 2 tremendous seasons, I don't want to go there. I am not playing for that team. Or again, I have a opportunity to be a free agent. I'm taking that road before I ever even allow the Dallas Cowboys to
franchise. I think this is going to be his last year with Dallas unless he gets a contract.
Yeah, I think he'll get traded. He'll force them.
If he goes through the season and he doesn't sign at all, an extension or whatever it may be, and they franchise him, he's not going to come back and play. And how much is he making this year?
$27.3 million.
You don't think that he's smart enough to realize, I got to make sure that I'm going to have a contract next year. I am not going to sign another franchise tag. So therefore, this money needs to be tucked away. I know he's going to prepare for sitting out a whole season.
Think about this. Jackson Smith and Jigba just signed for $42 million a year.
Yeah.
Jamar Chase is at 40. Drake London, that blows my mind, is at 35. Justin Jefferson at 35. CeeDee Lamb at 34.
Yeah.
That puts him 27.
He's going to want that money. And frankly, he's that talented. It's just that you just got to hope that he stays focused like he was last year.
Yeah. Basically,
and I think he might have grew up. He might have realized.
DJ Moore, Jaden Waddle, Alex Pierce, T. Higgins, Terry McLaurin, Nico Collins, Brandon Ayuk all make more money than him. It's kind of crazy based on his numbers last year. We'll see. We'll see, Ron. We'll see. I think Dallas made a big mistake. I'm glad we agree.
Oh, I think they did. Danny,
all right,
what do you think? That's what we'd like to hear.
Yeah, if Danny's out there, we'd love to hear from the Cowboys fan. Ron, you ready for your crazy stat?
Oh, I love it.
I don't even know if this is a crazy stat. It might be morbid. It's a little dark, this one. You ready? October 11th. I'm gonna get my my Golden Girls. Picture it. 1959, the Philadelphia Eagles. All right, Sophia. All right, October 11th, 1959, Commissioner Bert Bell. He was in attendance of a game between the Eagles and the Steelers. He went to that game. It really was it wasn't a Super Bowl or playoff game. It was just a regular game, but he had owned both of those teams at one point before becoming commissioner. That was the last game he ever viewed as a commissioner in the NFL, Ron, because he died during the game. He passed away in the stands when a late fourth quarter touchdown happened, and people think he had a fatal heart attack, ultimately killing him while watching those two teams.
Wow.
Only time in NFL
awful.
history that a commissioner passed away during a game.
Wow.
While attending it.
Wow.
Different,
I
right?
did not know that.
Not sure if we want to know that. So Bert Bell, I mean, give that guy a statue or something. That's how much he died for football, man. He died.
They should put the statue right in the seat that he died in.
Right? He died. I don't think that stadium's still around.
Because I know as a fan, I wouldn't want to sit in it.
All right, Ron, it is time for starting five. Our starting five tonight, NFL current starting quarterbacks. Who's our starting five quarterbacks that we think are the best right now in the NFL? Ron, I am first tonight.
Again? I thought I was first.
I'm first on odd weeks. You're first on even weeks.
Whatever. Okay, you can go first. I don't
All
care.
right. Honorable mentions. I have two. That's it. And one of them, Joe Burrow, who I think a lot of people give a lot of credit for, but if you look at his numbers, his record, and his injuries, it's very hard to put him as a starting five. So I kind of downgraded him based on that. And I'm also going to put in my honorable mentions this kid right here, because I really think that he is the real deal, but he's not there yet. I'd like to see another year of him being dominant like he was last season. So Drake May is my bubble guy, as you would say. Drake May. Those are my two honorable mentions.
Oh, me.
Yeah, give me a six.
I have two.
It's 32 teams in the league. You probably got 11 honorable mentions. Half of them.
I have two.
Wow. I am shocked right now. I may have a fatal heart attack.
Well, that's the plan, right?
That's one way to win predictions.
So I've got Drake May as an honorable mention.
All right. See, there you go.
And Joe Burrow.
Get out of here.
I kid you not.
Wow. I really thought you'd have Burrow in there.
If you have my number five, I'll be stunned.
Me too. Because my number five, Ron, since we're going to start this list, at number five for me in my starting five, Dakota Prescott, Dak Prescott.
Get out. No
the
way.
Dallas Cowboys. 6 seasons. He's had 6 winning seasons. Come on. Oh, yeah, there it is. Wow. Dak Prescott, 6 winning seasons, four-time Pro Bowler, but he puts up some great numbers. And I just think a lot of times it's the defense that lets that team down, or it was poor coaching.
Poor coaching is what I attribute it to.
Or bad management from up above. So yeah. I would want him on my team. And he would be my 5th best option this season. Dak Prescott at number 5.
Yeah, I have him at number 5. And, I think about all the bad things that happened to him in the postseason was the coach not being prepared. The coach wasn't prepared. He was awful, constantly being outcoached in the postseason. And, you have to prepare the quarterbacks. You have to coach them up. You have to have an answer for every type of scenario. And he didn't know what to do with that clock issue that we all know,
right.
we all saw unfold, and that isn't just on the quarterback. That's the coach not preparing them
Yeah.
and saying, "Hey, by the way, if this happens, you need to do this."
All right. Wow.
Dak Prescott can sling it with anybody.
Yeah, agreed. He puts up great numbers. It's crazy. Wow.
I cannot believe you had him at number 5.
Yeah. Wow. This one might shock you as well, Ron, at number 4. Patrick Mahomes. And I have Patrick Mahomes at 4 only because of the injury. And I want to see what he comes back as and to make sure that he can still do Patrick Mahomes things. I am not sure he can yet. So I am a little cautious on that. But you think about 8 winning seasons as a starting quarterback. I think he's only had 1 losing season, which was last year. And he's a 3-time champion. The fact he's number 4 for me blows my mind.
I have number 4, Lamar Jackson. I think he is super talented, but he has a problem in the postseason, and it's pretty bad. Now, we all know that there's some other quarterbacks in that AFC that have postseason problems, but performing is not, the question. Him, I don't think he plays as well. I don't think he does as much. I think he makes too many mistakes in the postseason, and therefore I have him at number 4.
I'm going to give you the Brady Manning argument there, though. If Tom Brady wasn't in New England, I think Peyton Manning wins a few more titles. I think Lamar Jackson falls prey to Patrick Mahomes, and it just seems like that's been the guy.
He falls prey to other people, too.
All right. At number 3 for me, the man on your shoulder, Matthew Stafford, 8 winning seasons. He has a championship. I truly think he's on the back end. Yeah, if you're feeling like a pimp. Matthew Stafford, though, I thought about this part too, Ron, and why I didn't put him higher. If you give me Dak Prescott with Puka Nacua and, Devontae Adams and the weapons that the Los Angeles Rams has, the offensive line, Dak Prescott wins as well. He has the best receiving group in the NFL, hence why he puts up the numbers he does. He had many losing seasons while he was in Detroit. So, again, I'm taking both factors as you give him the talent, he can win, but that's why he's in the middle of my list at number 3.
Yeah, I see that. But at number 3, I have Matthew Stafford.
Hey, look at us.
I'm looking for it. Where is it?
And I got a feeling we're going to flip-flop 4 and 2 is what happened. Because at number 2,
maybe not.
I have Lamar Jackson.
So Matthew Stafford, it's like I know he had a lot of losing seasons in Detroit, but who hasn't?
Jared Goff. Jared Goff.
Look, they didn't have a line at all for Stafford, and you had arguably some of the best players to ever play over there in Detroit, and he had Megatron, and he still couldn't win with that. So there was a lot of factors, defensively, offensive line. They were a mess as a franchise. Right. So I think it's just timing that Goff has done well.
Yeah.
I think it was the timing for him.
Okay.
I think if Stafford was in Detroit, I think Detroit would be contenders.
Okay. At number 2, I had Lamar Jackson. I have Lamar Jackson as I think the dynamic of what he can do and what he can bring to the table. And I think a little better offensive coaching now for him will definitely help. He's only had 1 losing season. He's had 7 winning seasons. He's a 3-time All-Pro and a 2-time MVP, Ron. So Lamar Jackson, to me, has proven that he is one of the most valuable players in the league twice. So I am taking Lamar Jackson at number 2.
Yeah, number 2, I have Patrick Mahomes.
I told you we flip flop.
And as nervous as I am about whether he's going to be as effective, Patrick Mahomes just does Patrick Mahomes things. He pulls something out of his behind, so many times in a game. Yeah.
No.
Give the spurts,
No, okay.
No. But I'm not writing him off yet. I'm not writing him off.
Yeah, I'm not writing him off. I just like to see it.
But he does need to see. We do need to see if he can.
Knees are a tricky thing, man. Knees are a tricky thing, and that's what scares me is the mobility piece.
It is.
Because that's where he'd make all those crazy plays.
Yeah, if he's not going to be as mobile as he was, he's not going to be able to do that magic.
Yeah, agreed. At number 1, though, Ron, I have Josh Allen. 7 winning seasons, 4-time Pro Bowler. He won an MVP. We talk about coaching again, and here's his opportunity, right? Now he gets his guy, Joe Brady. But this kid can win. He just finds ways to win. And when we say a guy puts a team on his shoulders or on his back, there's guys that you'll be like, oh, they put him on their back, Brady. But this guy literally will carry a guy on his back.
On his back.
To get to where he needs to get to. So he has impressed me.
He's like Sam in Lord of the Rings. Where he's like, you may not be able to get to the but I'm gonna carry you. Get on my back, boys.
There you go, man. I don't like he does it. He does it in a way that I don't think anybody else can. Because honestly, the Buffalo Bills, it's just heartbreak every year for them.
And every playoff loss, he outplayed the opponent.
Every time.
Every time. It's not. It hasn't been his fault. And frankly, this is the Buffalo organization's fault. Why are you not doing what the Rams just did? Why are you not doing this? Go out, get everything that you think you can use to win a Super Bowl for this man and for your franchise who has just failed as a franchise to do what is necessary. Jim Kelly would have loved to have some help.
Yeah, I love it.
And now you're doing it again with this guy.
Yeah, I love the fact that they went out, they get DJ Moore, so you sit back and go, wow, they're trying to get a receiver. You know what they should have done? The guy we just talked about. Make a trade for George Pickens. Make a guy that is a legitimate number 1. I'm not saying
George
DJ
Pickens. Oh, my God.
Like, DJ Moore's not a bad wide receiver.
No.
He's not a George Pickens. He's not that echelon. In my eyes, or even if New England, what they did with A.J. Brown, why wouldn't I, if I was Buffalo, be all day talking to Philadelphia about, hey, man, we want this guy. You got to give this guy a number 1. You have to.
You go out and you get all the pieces you need. Figure it out. Whatever it may be. Restructure contracts. You don't think this man that would do that, he'd restructure for a Super Bowl team? You think he would? I think he would, because frankly, I think winning is more important than anything to this guy.
And they're moving into a new stadium. What a better way to show it than to put.
You're going to lose him. It's like Cincinnati and Buffalo are the. You have gifts, and you're squandering it.
It's crazy. All right, Ron. Let's talk some NBA.
Oh, I had him at number 1 too, by the way.
I kind of figured that.
That's why he's so big on the page.
Hey, nothing coming out of his butt. So, if should the NBA have looked at suspending Bam Adebayo for the altercation he had?
They should have suspended him for that sign.
Oh, horrible! For the altercation he had with Tyler Herro. So if you out there don't or haven't heard about this story, Bam Adebayo struck Tyler Herro while they were in Las Vegas for one of the Summer League games. Both of these guys are upset. Adebayo seems upset about a comment made on social media that Tyler Herro made, that he doesn't think he was worthy of his $60 million a year contract. While Adebayo made comments after losing the play-in game that he needs more support because the team basically stinks. Your thoughts on is this, should they be suspended? Was this like, hey, they're outside of the league, it's not a big deal? How would you feel?
Well, first of all, it isn't outside of the league because it was at an NBA
event,
sanctioned game in the summertime. So you are actually on the job while you're there. Sorry, guys. But yes, he should be suspended for a game. A game.
It's not going to happen.
No, it's not going to happen. But Tyler Herro is right, too.
Yeah, I don't think
at the same time. But you don't say that.
Yeah, especially on your way out the door. Like, to me, it's a bad look on Herro's part.
Yeah, that was. That's why today is we don't need another Herro.
Yeah, and it was a cheap shot on both ends.
Yeah,
both of them got it. I will say this, Ron. When we thought about Giannis Antetokounmpo,
I would find them each $83,000.
There you go. Oh, you love that 83. I know it. Giannis going to Miami, or like this, that's going to be, imagine the first time him and the Bucks play against each other. Now you got a whole other rivalry going, because now you got Tyler Herro versus Bam. You don't think Tyler Herro, I mean, I know he's predominantly a three-point shooter, but if he actually goes to the lane and Bam gives him a hard foul, what that might start. Like, this is interesting to me now. You got 0. That's what you scored in the NBA. That's Ron's average in the NBA right there. 0 points, people. Let's brag about it. People can say that.
I just think it's laughable. It's like, I mean, what are you guys doing? You guys are idiots. All right. First of all, neither one of you are going to win anything. I hate to tell you.
Yeah, especially in Milwaukee now.
It's not happening. Because I'll still take the Knicks over both these teams. They can actually combine the two teams, and I'll still take the Knicks over them.
Wow.
Like, I don't see what the point was.
Yeah,
you know, it's your butt gets hurt going out the door from Miami.
Does this kind of show that team was broken? Like, we think of Eric Spoelstra as this great coach, and everybody talks about the Miami Heat way, and you know what Pat Riley's been able to do, and continue to churn, winners each couple decades, whatever he does. But maybe it is broken a little bit in Miami, because these were their two best players last year.
Yes, and I mean, did it matter? They had to break it up. So there probably was issues, and they decided that Tyler Herro was probably the root of the troubles.
Maybe.
That's what I get out of it. So you ship him out, because Pat Riley didn't have much good to say about him on the way out either.
But I will say this, man. You got a guy that scored 83 points in a game. You want to keep... No, we're not even going to bring the 83. Thanks for bringing it back, Ron.
And like, when does he have time to do that?
Why?
I'm sorry. Did Kobe hold up a sign?
I don't believe so, Ron. I don't believe so. All right, Ron. Let's give you a crazy stat. Ron, do you know what the longest suspension in NBA history was?
I would think it has to be for steroid use of some sort.
Okay, so it was former Milwaukee Buck O.J. Mayo was suspended for 164 games, which was 2 seasons, for violating the anti-drug program. Believe it or not, after that suspension, he just retired. He didn't even bother coming back to the NBA.
You don't say.
So I'm not asking for a 2-year suspension for Bam Adebayo. I was like, what's the longest? Imagine that 2 seasons.
2 seasons. So hold the mayo.
Hey, no mayo there. Or they squeezed the OJ, Ron. They squeezed him.
Yeah, they did. They squeezed him for every penny.
Yeah. So
He's probably broke and destitute right now.
I don't know. No, he coaches in Japan or something, or Chinese.
Oh,
league
does he
or
really?
something. Yeah, he's a coach now. Good for him.
Teaches them how to inject.
Yeah. Yes. All right, Ron. Let's talk some Major League Baseball. Can Lance McCullers actually help the Milwaukee Brewers win the National League? I don't know. He probably blew it as with that celebration. He popped something. Something came out of his butt.
He's celebrating, man. He's celebrating.
He's so excited about going to the Brewers.
He's like, yes, I'm going to a contender.
Yeah. 32 years old, Ron. He has had a history of injuries. He actually missed 3 whole seasons in his career, 2019, 23, and 24. He did not play a single game. He's only played in 16 games this last season. He's at 8 games this season, so he's almost at his average for the last year.
Wow.
Your thoughts on Lance McCullers helping the Brewers?
First of all, you're going to need just averaging it out, probably another 5 of him to play a full season.
Like they've got a good pitching staff. Their rotation is second. It's the second best in the league ERA wise, 3.48 runs per game.
Yeah, but they're playing the majority of their games in a crap division.
The Central, yeah, which they lead.
There's nobody good.
No, they get the second best record in baseball though. They're 59.
I don't care if they have the second best record in baseball.
Only the Dodgers are better.
The Red Sox would be in first place in that division too.
Why? Why do we got to do this? Why do you got to go?
Because that just shows you how bad that division is. Look, they don't give up runs to the Chicago Cubs and Cincinnati Reds and Pittsburgh Pirates and St. Louis Cardinals. They don't give up runs. Yay!
But
when they go strolling into LA and San Diego and Philadelphia and Atlanta, they're going to get torched.
All right. We'll see. So, I mean, Lance McCullers in 8 games so far, Ron, he's 2-3 with a 6.86 ERA.
Yeah, that's going to help.
39.1 innings pitched, 43 strikeouts, 1 All-Star in his career, 2 championships. From the experience standpoint, yeah, it could help if he's available. I will say this, though. Here's what bothers me more than anything else. You have the second best record in Major League Baseball. Right? I could get it, the division. We could say the same thing about the Patriots last year in their schedule. You still have an opportunity to get to the World Series. You're still the one team ahead of you is the Dodgers, right? How do you beat the Dodgers? You need to get quality players. You need to get guys that you know are going to be able to contribute for the second half of the season, and stop trying to lowball your trades by saying, oh, well, if he is healthy and he can get back to what he was 5 years ago, we've got to steal. How about just going out and getting a guy that you know can perform now and actually win?
Because Eric, what's going to happen is, okay, you have LA, you have Milwaukee, and you have Atlanta, correct?
Would be the 3 best.
Wild card is probably going to be Philly, San Diego. Who?
If you like, I can bring
somebody from the Central. It could be.
No, I don't think so.
Could be Miami.
Pittsburgh. Yeah, it's still up in there. Up in here. All right. Wild card standings, Ron. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. So right now in the National League, Cardinals are a game back, Pirates game back, Diamondbacks 2.5, Padres 3.5, Nationals 4, and then Reds at 8.
Wait, so where's Philly?
Philly is in the wild card right now, 1.5 up. Chicago's 2.5 up.
So they're the first wild card team, right?
Marlins are the first wild card team.
And then in Philly?
Yes.
All right. So Milwaukee would play the Marlins first. okay, we're talking. Now we can advance, right? I would think that they would beat Miami. But the problem is after that, you're probably going to have to play what? The Atlanta Braves?
Probably the Braves.
I'm not looking too confident with them having to play the Braves. I like the Braves pitching staff better. Even though they don't have the numbers like Milwaukee does, but there are better teams in that East, and so that skews it a little. I still like the Atlanta team better. Now,
Dodgers are in
if
first place,
by
Danny.
chance they get by that,
They got to play
you
the
still
Dodgers.
have to worry about the Dodgers,
Yeah.
and you're not going to get past them.
But
It's
this
not-
is where I
it's
say
not-
these teams that finally have an opportunity, just go out and grab guys. What are you doing? How many times are you in this
Right.
position? And
Because
the
they're
fact that
never in this position, and I never understood why they just don't go
they
for
have a
it.
really good team. The Brewers have a good team. They do.
I know they have
They
a
need
good
another
team.
player. They need another player too. All right, Ron, you ready for your crazy stat? I know you probably watched this guy play,
I agree, Danny. Dodgers are going to go to the World Series again.
but and I know you've probably watched many of the games from this player. But in 1884,
1884?
did you catch any of those games back then? Ron?
Yeah, I was an avid baseball fan back then.
Back then, all right. So you probably heard of old Haas Radborn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
One of my favorite players.
One of the greatest players of all time. Did you know
That's right.
that old Haas had the most wins for a pitcher in Major League Baseball history? You want to know how many wins he had, Ron?
How many, Eric?
60. 60 wins in a season,
Wait,
most all
what?
time. Yeah. Do you want to know how many innings he pitched? 678.2 innings. I don't think they ever used relievers back then.
Wow.
So then I sat back and I go, wow, that's pretty impressive, right? But it can't be that astronomical. So since 2000, the most wins by a pitcher has been 24, Ron. 24.
What?
By
Wait,
Justin,
since 2000?
since 2000. Justin Verlander in 2011, he pitched 251 innings.
Oh, wait. Oh, I thought you were talking about since 2000, nobody's gotten 24 wins.
No, that's in the years 2000 to 2026. The most wins in a season, 24 by Justin Verlander
Yeah.
and Randy Johnson in 2002, where he pitched 260 innings. Old Haas pitched over 400 more innings than these guys.
Jesus.
What a difference the years make, my friend, because
Wow. Haas is a workhorse.
that guy, he was a workhorse.
Dave,
Saddle him
I don't
up,
know what
Ron.
to tell you. I can't make him like the Dodgers. I mean, I don't like the Dodgers either, but I do like Mookie Betts.
I respect the team. They're a very good team. They bought themselves championships.
They
That's
are
okay.
a good team.
Danny, it happens. Yankees used to do it too. All right, Ron, before we move on, can you thank our good friends there in Providence, Rhode Island with the almost semi can be, was once new?
Absolutely, Eric. Tonight's show is brought to you by the once new 990 WBOB radio page, offering links to your favorite Providence shows, including this one, Sports Unfolded, and the Bryant Bulldog Sports Hour.
We also want to thank our good friends there in Dallas, Georgia, 99.1 WDJY for all your support, putting us on Saturdays at 1 p.m. And our good friends here in Southeast Connecticut, S6E29 Public Access Channel 12. Thank you for the support and putting us on every Tuesday night at 10 p.m. We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
I cut.
Cut it out. Look at you. All right. All right, my friend. It is time for Split Decisions.
You're gonna like this one, Eric.
Danny, you are one of our best viewers. We do thank you
He
every
is.
single time you
That
jump
goes
on.
without
Make
saying.
sure you stay for the whole show, Danny. We got to get you on our predictions, my friend. We need you to make your predictions this week.
Yeah, stay awake.
And this dude's got something coming out of his bum, too. All right, Ron. Our split decision segment. I don't even know where I'm at. See, I'm a mess, too. Segment is we ask each other two more likely questions, and we got to make a decision. I am first tonight, so I will give you your first split decision, Ron. Which Major League Baseball team is more likely to get 70 wins this season? The Kansas City Royals, who have 38 wins, the Los Angeles Angels, who have 38 wins, or the Colorado Rockies, who have 39 wins. Who's more likely to get to 70 wins?
Oh my God. Wow. And none, Eric? None.
Nobody?
70 wins? Well, they got that a little further than halfway.
That's what I'm saying. They got 22 games? No, 32 games.
No.
32 games.
They have a lot more than that.
32 games. 31 for the Rockies. Angels. Danny's going with the Angels. Going Mike Trout. Plus, he's in LA, Danny, so.
Yeah, but see, the problem is, Danny,
Trout's
that
getting
all
traded.
these teams are going to unload everybody.
Who the hell wants anybody from the Rockies?
Well, that's the problem. That's why I'm going to go with Colorado Rockies. I think, for the most part, they're going to stand pat because nobody wants those guys.
Right. So those guys have enough.
So I'm going to say the Rockies.
Rockies get 31 more wins to get to 70.
No,
right.
but they're the best chance. More likely.
So you're saying there's a chance. It's an easy question, Ron.
I don't think
Easy
so
question.
because the Angels are probably going to part ways with certain players, and they're not going to be able to even come close to winning.
Yeah.
And let's face it, Kansas City's going to trade everybody away as well.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go Rockies.
Let's go Colorado. Let's go Rockies.
I mean, they might pick up some guy that's down in the minors that is just raking the ball in Colorado.
Raking it. All right, my friend, you're first.
I mean, all their players are probably working part-time for the grounds crew, so.
Wow. I think there was some shots fired on that one.
Ooh, I like that.
All right, your first split decision.
Oh, yes.
That's how we
we'll
play
stay
this
with
game.
baseball.
That's how we play this.
What team will more likely be the landing spot for Skubal by the trade deadline? Is it the New York Yankees?
No.
The Los Angeles Dodgers? Tampa Bay Rays? Or Detroit Tigers?
I think it's Detroit. I think he stays. I don't think they get rid of him. Boo, Colorado Rockies. Yeah. I will say, I just don't think I would go this. If I'm going 1A, Detroit, 1B, the Rays. Because I don't think the other teams are going to want to give up something knowing that he's a rental. He's not going to re-sign with whatever team. He's going to test the market.
If the Yankees or the Dodgers get Skubal, they win the World Series.
But I don't think they will do it because they're not going to be able to keep him. So you got to give up. Skubal's not going for a bag of balls.
No, he's not.
You're right. So you're going to have to give up a good amount of stuff. I don't know if either one of those teams are going to want to do it for a rental. The Rays probably.
For a guy that's won two sides.
But the Rays would do it just based on the fact that, listen, we've got enough talent to get through, and it doesn't matter for us because we'll just bring up other guys later anyway.
That's where I think he's going to end up.
So I would say Tampa Bay 1B, but I think he stays in Detroit. I think.
Okay.
All right, Ron, your second split decision. But I need
Maybe
you to
like
think
Scott.
here. I need you to think here because I know what you're going to do. But I need you to factor in injuries. Got to remember injuries, okay? Which total is Jaylen Brown more likely not to match this season with the Philadelphia 76ers? His points per game, which was 28.7 last season, his rebounds, 6.9 rebounds, or his assists at 5.1 assists per game. Which is more likely him not matching this season? Because the easy answer is points, Ron.
That's the easy answer.
But Embiid's probably going to miss 40-plus games, which means Jaylen gets more time, right? Maxi's been hurt, gets more. Which is more likely for him not to get next season? Or this season, I guess.
Oof. That's a good one. That's really good. But I am going to go with the points.
Okay. So you think
because 5 assists, I don't think that's a problem because when Maxey is out, I got a feeling they're going to have Brown in there when Maxey's not in there. So I think he's still going to get his assists. Now, his rebounds, I think he's still going to get that just because of what's his face? Embiid not
playing
in a lot of those games. So he's going to be counted on a lot more defensively. I was thinking the assist, Danny, but I think he's still going to get that because of how they're going to use Maxey and him. I think there's going to be times where he's going to be on the floor without him. I'm going to say points because I do like the emergence of Edgecombe as well.
Oh, we didn't think about Edgecombe. And possibly James.
Right.
Yeah.
That's another thing. If James signs there, all bets are off, and he won't hit any of those numbers.
Not sure if you heard LeBron James' latest comment, but he's not ready to make a decision. You just need to trust the process.
Yes.
And now everybody's up in arms saying they believe that was a sign that he's going to Philadelphia. Yeah. So, yeah, I think the points as well, but I also feel like if Embiid misses like half the season, he becomes their number one. Maxey, I think, is still that number two. So it'd be interesting, though. It's going to be a weird dynamic to see.
Yeah, it will be. And I think, of course, Edgecombe is a wild card.
I wasn't even thinking about him. Yeah, because he came on in the postseason.
He's good.
Yeah, the kid is good.
He's good.
Good call on that one. All right, Ron, your second split decision.
All right. Who will more likely retire first in the NHL? Now, obviously, I'm leaving out Ovechkin.
Yeah. Well, his wife said he might play another year.
I'm just saying, I'm leaving him off the table. He's not part of the list.
He said 2 years. He's going for 1,000 goals. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, he could get it this year. Especially if they keep stacking the team. Corey Perry at age 40 for the LA Kings. Brent Burns for Colorado at age 41. He's the guy with the big beard.
Okay, yeah.
And Evgeny Malkin from Pittsburgh, who is 39.
Oof.
So I left the two obvious Ovechkin and Patrick Kane out of it because they could just do one more year and then that's it. But which one of those three guys are going to retire first?
So I think Malkin, they run it back because Crosby's going to play at least another year, and I think they like playing together, and I still think they believe that they could still win one. I don't think they can, but I think in their minds they still feel like they could.
In their minds, yeah.
Colorado, that Burns interests me because as great as that team was, when you lose, like it gets a little disheartening to say, do I really want to have to go through this all over again to have the same result or possibly the same result? You were the best team all year.
Yeah.
and then you lose in the postseason. So deja vu, Danny.
And Corey Perry.
Corey Perry, the Kings. The Kings are old. They're an old team. And what was that player? The best player? He retired with a K there.
Anze Kopitar.
Yeah, right. He retired.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to go Burns though. I think that loss in the postseason stings a little more. I think that matters.
That's pretty good. That's who I think. I think Corey Perry is going to play as long as people offer him a contract.
Yeah. Yeah. Some of these guys,
and he's going to get it because he still is effective.
Yeah. I just say sometimes you get into those. It's just like weird, and you hear it all the time. Like these guys get to that plateau, and they're like, "Oh wow, we had the best team. We're gonna win a cup," and then it's like, no.
Plus, Corey Perry has some other moms that he still needs to get to.
Oh, was he the dude? That was the guy for Chicago. Yeah, Bedard's mom. Come on. Yeah, this guy's my hero. Yeah,
that's great. Oh, Danny is loving this. He is very involved in the comments, and I love it, Danny.
MILF. He went full. He was like, "I'm doing it, man."
Yeah, and they shipped him out.
Yeah, right away.
Shipped him out.
Oh, a lot of easy questions, Danny's saying. A lot of easy questions. Danny, you got one for us? A more likely question? We'd love to answer it. Give us one. More likely Eric hates the Yankees or the Cowboys.
Corey Perry. He's going to play till he's 50.
Oh, boy. He's going to have to. He's going to be knocking up some MILFs. Let's go, buddy. Let's go.
You know, at least I was just subtly saying it.
Yeah, I go full throttle right for it. All right, Ron. We're going to talk some NHL.
That's right. We weren't talking NHL.
An 84-game season is too much for the NHL. So the NHL has announced they're going to an 84-game season, currently at 82 games.
I think it's because they're setting up for an expansion.
Okay.
And I think that's why they're doing this. Now, it is only 2 more games. So it's not like they're adding 10. It's not like adding a game or 2 to the NFL season.
Yeah.
You know, and look, they just played the Olympics during this whole stretch. So they're already used to it. Now, when you think about what used to be, 1966-67 was the last of the original 6 era.
Oh, Old Haas played. Old Haas.
And they played 70 games.
Old Haas.
They played 70 games.
Old Haas. Go.
The very next season, they went up to 74 games. And then the season after that, they went up to 76 games. And then the following season went to 78. So in 1969-70, they were playing 78 games. And that stayed that way until 1974-75, when they moved it to an 80-game schedule. And it stayed that way until 1995-96 season, when they moved it to 82.
No, 92 to 94, they actually played 84.
84. They moved it to 84.
And then they went back down.
2 teams having, neutral site games. Neutral site.
Yeah, that's why they actually had the extra 2 games. I like this move, though.
Right, but Eric, they did that, and then they went on strike.
Ooh.
That was that strike shortened season where they only played 48 games. They got, locked out, and the new CBA eliminated those 2 neutral site games. And then they were back at 82 since that season. So now we're back up to the 84 again.
Yeah, I love it.
And I think this is just setting up a new team is going to be coming in.
Well, they did say too, one of the biggest reasons is a lot of the teams are complaining about those division rival games
Yes.
and not having fair. So now each team will have 2 home games, 2 away games in those divisional games, which makes that even. So that's a really good point. I also think, listen, the expansion of the NHL, what we've seen is the sport is growing, and the more they can get games on, they're gonna start the season earlier. It's actually gonna be September 29th, triple header, one featuring the Rangers at the Bruins. So be ready for that. I know you're excited about that.
Oh yeah.
But I think they're just trying to listen. It's no
the way the team is.
Right. It's no different than the NFL though, with them trying to get games on Christmas and Black Friday and Thanksgiving Eve and whatever they're trying to do. The more you put it out there, the more opportunities you have that somebody's going to catch. It's going to catch their eye and they're going to be interested. So this is a great move. It's only 2 games.
It's only 2 games.
Like if you sat back and they go, wow, 10, now the players' injuries, things could come into effect.
But what I want to see, Eric, is, okay, it is only 2 games, but the years where they're doing, these Olympics and stuff like that, I don't want to see 80, 82, 84 games. I want them to cut back on the games so that way the recovery time for players aren't bad, and that causes a lot of injuries.
A lot of guys were injured after the Olympics, so that would be important. That would be important.
Yeah. So,
great point,
so to me, no, it's not a big deal. And yeah, Danny, you're right. The NHL owners want the more games because they want
that's revenue.
That's
more money. That's more money. Yeah, absolutely. Danny, you're right. But I like the rule. I like the fact that, listen, you're going to get Montreal twice in Boston, Boston twice in Montreal. Like, that's fair. That's how it should
be. Want.
Right? At the NFL.
I actually liked it when they were playing 8 times in the division.
Yeah.
And, it was great when you're going into Montreal 4 times and they come here 4 times, but they want you to be able to play the other teams and get that gate with like when Connor McDavid comes to town.
And last season they did a day where every single team played. There was a day that they had all the teams play in one day.
Yeah.
Right? Like nobody had to like not get to see a hockey game for their team. Like they're really starting to advertise this.
Does a lot of good things.
They really are. They really are.
I like how they format some of their all-star kind of events. Like we know that tournament, that was magnificent.
Yeah, they're doing a skills challenge now with 10 players 25 years or younger. So start to build those kids up, right? And start to get
the young guys.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Like they're doing a lot of good things. The world tournament or whatever they call it, the classic.
Oh yeah, the world championships are fantastic. I love it.
So that they're doing a lot of good things, man. NHL's smart. All right, Ron, you ready for your crazy stat?
I am.
Everybody loves to score, right? That's the goal of being in hockey, right? You want to score.
Oh, yes, hockey.
That kind of score. Calm down. All right. Nothing coming out of your butt tonight. All right. But I don't know, man.
What is it with
you? Brought it up when Patrick Mahomes has things coming out his butt. I don't know. But 2 goalies, Ron, share this stat for the most goals in NHL history. Ron Hextall and Martin Brodeur. Both those goalies actually scored 2 goals in their career. That is the most by any goalie in NHL history. That is kind of crazy. You would think
we need
more often than not empty netters.
Swayman to get in there.
How does like an empty netter, you couldn't sling it down? Like you would think it would happen more.
It's not easy because you don't always have good leverage with a goaltending glove on, and you have to flip that out. If you make a mistake, it goes on the stick and there's an open net.
So it's similar to like a goalie in soccer when he hits the turf with his foot instead of the actual ball.
Yeah, so he trips and falls.
I think we saw
a
that
lot of things can go wrong when you try to do that.
USA, yeah, I think we saw that. All right, Ron, we are moving on to our pick and roll.
It's time for pick and roll.
Our pick and roll tonight. This might have been one of our most difficult ones, man. This was a tough one. These players averaged at least 29 points in one of their seasons as an NBA player. And those players were Karl Malone, Dominique Wilkins, Oscar Robertson, Bob Pettit, Julius Erving, and Rick Barry. We're going to rank them from 6 to 1. Ron, I don't think we're going to see this the same way, but I also don't think any list is wrong because these were some great players. The lowest points per game was 24.2 on this with these guys. There was nobody under 24 points per game in their career. That's insane. They're such great players. But at number 6 for me, I went Dominique Wilkins, 24.8 points, 6.7 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 9-time All-Star, 7-time All-NBA, 1-time scoring champ, and an All-Rookie. Just not enough accolades for me. Actually, I think he had, the least amount of All-Stars of all of these guys. So
yeah, only 9.
Only 9. Horrible. Stink. You're horrible. Now, all right. At number 5 for me, even though this man won a championship, Rick Barry. I put Rick Barry at number 5. 24.8 points, 6.7 rebounds, 4.9 assists. He was a 12-time All-Star, 6 All-NBAs. That's what kind of knocked him back for me. He won a scoring title and a steals title, but he was also Rookie of the Year. He won a championship and a Finals MVP. I didn't like the 6 All-NBAs. That was the lowest on the list. So I knocked him for that. So he went to 5. At 4, I went Karl Malone. Karl Malone averaged 25 points per game, 10.1 rebounds, so he averaged a double-double for his career, and 3.6 assists. Also, 14 All-Stars, 14 All-NBAs, which was the most by any player on this list, 4 All-Defensive, 2 MVPs, and an All-Rookie. I liked the 4 All-Defensive, and I liked the 2 MVPs, so that's why Karl Malone came in at number 4, plus 14 All-NBAs. The most out of, when you talk about these names, that's pretty impressive. At number 3, Julius Erving, the Doc. Dr. J, 24.2 points, 8.5 rebounds, 4.2 assists, 16-time All-Star, Ron, but only 7 All-NBAs. I was like, that blew my mind. 1 All-Defensive, was a 4-time MVP, which is crazy, and a 1-time champion. But at number 2, I went Oscar Robertson, 25.7 points, 7.5 rebounds, 9.5 assists, 12-time All-Star, 11 All-NBAs, 6-time assist leader, a Rookie of the Year. He won an MVP, and he was a champion. At number 1, I went Bob Pettit. Bob Pettit, 26.4 points per game. Ron, 16.2 rebounds. Insane. 3 assists per game. 11-time All-Star, 11-time All-NBA, 2 scoring titles, 1 rebound title, 2 MVPs, and a championship. I went Bob Pettit at number 1. I didn't take anybody's ABA.
I did.
I did not. And I texted you that because I was like,
and I don't even think that mattered to me as much, but I will say we had the same top 3, and we had 6, 5, and 4 were identical. So I had Dominique at number 6, I had Barry at number 5, and Karl Malone was at 4. I debated whether or not I wanted to just put Karl Malone at the bottom because he's
he's a great guy.
Bag.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Yeah.
But numbers wise, he was number 4.
Okay.
But I have Oscar Robertson at number 3. And this is, look, we're splitting hairs because these are great players.
100%. That's what I said. It was.
Yeah, 25.7 points, 7.5 boards, 9.5 assists. It's absolutely phenomenal. Like, I would take that in a heartbeat. 12 All Stars, 11 All NBA, like you said, one championship, one MVP, and six-time assist leader. Ooh, that's not easy to say. But I put him at number 3. Also won a Rookie of the Year.
Mhm.
Number 2, I put Pettit.
Wow.
And 792 games I have a problem with. But 26.4 points per game is the best on the list. 16.2 rebounds is the best on the list. 11 All-Stars, 11 All-NBA, 2-time MVP, 2-time scoring champ, and a rebounds title, and a championship. That is tough. That's great. And like I said, we're splitting hairs, but I put him at number 2 because those games. He only played 792, which is still a lot of games. But I'm still wondering how he made it to 11 All-Star games. And that is attributed to less games in a season. And that's why I leaned on Julius Erving as number 1 with his 1,243 games, which was second on the list. 24.2 points, 8.5 boards, 4.2 assists. He has one championship, but he did get 2 ABA championships, and that did lean a little into why he was number 1. But I wasn't going to discredit his career with the ABA.
Well, the only reason why I didn't count those things is because some of those guys didn't play in the ABA. So, again, we don't know if they would have had similar numbers, so I didn't think that was fair. So I took those numbers out. And I just took
I'm not
NBA
punishing him because he's dominating. He still would have done that. He did that in the NBA.
Karl
So
Malone could have won an
take it
NBA,
away from
ABA
him.
title.
16-time All-Star is the most on the list. He had 7 All-NBAs, but he did have 5 All-ABAs. And I just say, okay, that's 12 for me. That's 12.
Okay.
And I know you're not buying, but I bought. All defense. So Karl Malone had 4. He had 1. Nobody else had any. And to me, that signifies that he could play defense every year. He just didn't get recognized as one of the best for it every year, except for once. But those 4 MVPs, oh my God, you can't help but look at that and see, wow, 4.
Okay. 4.
In an era that had, some pretty great players, by the way. And an all rookie team, of course, Barry, Wilkins, and Malone all had an all rookie team. But those numbers, and it's just the athleticism as well. He was Jordan before Jordan.
Agreed. I'm not discrediting any of that.
And it's like I said, when you talk about these guys, and all of them, despite someone's scumminess, all of them were great players.
Clyde was a great player, Danny. Clyde Drexler was another good one. It's a great list, dude. Like I said, I didn't think any one of us.
List.
Either way you went, the lowest guy was averaging 24 points. I was like, this is going to be tough. 24 points is the worst points per game.
I know. I'm looking.
This is going to be tough.
How do I decide this?
Yeah, this is going to be tough. So
it's almost like you're just taking your favorite player and you're puffing them up.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, Danny, I'm glad you're on because you're going to have an opportunity to be one of the first to vote for the next member of the Sports Unfolded Hall of Fame. But before we get to that, we are congratulating Michael Strahan for winning for the month of July or June, sorry.
Michael Strahan.
Michael Strahan is now a member of the Sports Unfolded Hall of Fame. Congratulations to Michael Strahan, beating out Julius Peppers, Dwight Freeney, Joey Porter, and Jason Taylor didn't even have a number. That's how bad he did.
Oh, sorry, Jason. You had 0.
Oh, boy. We had a tie with Pat Riley and Phil Jackson, so neither one of those gentlemen get in. So we're going to have to have them next time.
Come back another time.
That's it. We'll do it again at some point. I'll probably do NFL coaches next. But that means we've got new voting. So we need you right now. Right now, Danny, get out your phone. Scan this QR code. And for tennis, we've got Steffi Graf, Monica Seles, Martina Hingis, Zena Garrison, or Lindsay Davenport. We are going to get another woman.
We'll focus on this.
It
listen, takes me more than 10 seconds.
Well, we've heard, buddy.
What was that?
Nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, boy. Let's see.
Who do you like in that group?
Oof. I don't know. This is a tough one.
I just went and I'm staring at the names and I'm like, how the hell are you supposed to decide?
It's a tough one. All right. All right. We got to vote in. We got some votes in. All right. Danny, hopefully you voted. All right, because now we're moving on to the NHL. And one of these fine gentlemen, Jean Rattel. Is it Rattel?
Jean Rattel.
Jean Rattel. Guy Lafleur. Bobby Clark. Daryl Sittler. Instead of... Isn't it Sutter?
No, it's Sittler.
Is it?
Yes. Daryl Sittler from Toronto.
Oh, I got the wrong guy. And Bobby Hull. So, again, scan that QR code right now and do it right, because I just didn't do that right. Go to the site and cast your vote.
What did you do?
No, I got it. Going there. All right.
Daryl Sutter.
I gotta change that on my thing here. Hold on.
You're gonna have to edit that. It doesn't matter.
All right.
Oh man, I just realized I have to vote for a Montreal player.
Oh boy.
Oh, that hurts.
All right. So hopefully you voted. I don't even think I have it up right now. Maybe I can. Hold on. Let's see if we got any early votes here, Ron.
Oh, we do.
Will it let me edit it? No, I don't think I can. I can't edit it now because there's been votes.
Well, just so they know, it is Daryl Sittler.
Yeah. Guy Lafleur currently winning for the hockey, and in tennis, Steffi Graf is winning for tennis. So again, cast your votes. This is all new. So we're excited to get a new member in.
Yeah, Daryl Sittler is not excited.
All right. Yeah, no, he's not. Poor guy. Not even gonna get his name on there. All right, Ron, it is prediction time. Danny, I know you're still live. Hopefully Hugo still joined with us. See how we did last week.
I don't see it.
Quack, there he is. Oh, he wants one.
What the duck?
There it is. Last week I went 6-3. Ronald 4-4. Hugo 2-2. Let's see where you're gonna get to this week, Danny. You got to cast your votes. Cast your votes. Make your predictions. We're starting off in baseball. We got the Los Angeles Dodgers at the New York Yankees, Ron. Yankees are a mess. Just can't seem to figure things out. They win 3-4, and then they lose some. So I'm going with the Dodgers here.
Oh yeah, I'm going LA Dodgers. It, it, they're playing well. They're the best team in baseball, and yeah, that's all that needs to be happening.
That's all that needs to be said. Hugo's going with the Dodgers.
Quack.
Danny, make a pick. Danny, what
Danny,
you got?
who you picking, Danny?
Dodgers or Yankees, Danny? I think we know which way Danny's going to go. Dodgers. All right. All right. WNBA action, Ron. Tomorrow, you got the New York Liberty at the Indiana Fever.
I'm going to go Liberty.
All right. I'm going with the Fever. I think Caitlin Clark's getting pissed off about these non-calls. She's going to have a game at home. Hugo's going with the Liberty.
Very nice.
Danny, who you taking?
Hey, look! If you're on Twitch, don't be afraid to get the emote, the special ones. You can get one of Eric.
Hey, L.A. Liberty. Okay, New York Liberty. Danny's going Liberty. All right, my friend. All right. Also on the 22nd, WNBA action, we've got the Las Vegas Aces at the Washington Mystics. I'm going to Aces here. I think they're really starting to figure it out. One of the best teams now, playing some of the best basketball in the WNBA.
I am also going the Aces. There's no way I choose the Mystics over them.
That would be mystical. I don't know what that. No.
It's got an illusion like we win.
We're gonna make things disappear.
Yeah, their scores.
Oh wow, gentlemen, we got Aces at Mystic. Who are you taking?
Let's go, boys.
Nope, Aces for Danny.
Oh, Hugo might have an ad.
Oh,
there it is.
Aces as well. All right, Ron. Last week, this gentleman right here picked the NASCAR winner with Ryan Blaney. See if I could do it again. We've got on the 19th, this Sunday, the Window World 450 in Wilkesboro. We need a top 5 driver.
What is it?
Wilkesboro.
Window what?
Window World 450.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Kyle Larson. Hugo, I am also going Kyle Larson. So me and Hugo both have Kyle Larson.
I think I'm gonna go with no, that's not what I wanted.
Oh boy.
I don't know why. I am gonna go with I'm gonna go Christopher Bell.
Okay, Chris Bell.
I need to hear that bell rung.
All right. We got some FIFA action tomorrow. Third place match. France versus England, Ron. I'm going France here. I think they still have some pride left. I think England, with that loss, really thought they were going to win the World Cup. I think they're just going to show up. But I'm going France.
I am also going France. Yeah, they're not going to be a happy group of players, to say the least.
Yeah. So I think
England did too much crying about being unfair.
NASCAR will never be the same. Yeah. Agreed, Danny. It's very tough. Some of these crashes, the fact that some of these guys survived those things are crazy. They do build those cars up though now. So who are you taking? France versus Hugo's going England. Going with the people across and Spain. Hold on, calm down. We haven't gotten there, Hugo.
Danny, who you picking for soccer?
France versus Argentina. Not the match. It is France versus England.
France and England, Danny. France and England.
For the third place. That's what we wanted was France and Argentina, but unfortunately, France did not win. All right. We know Hugo's pick for the 19th, the Sunday World Cup final. He's got Spain. It's Argentina versus Spain, Ron.
I'm going Argentina. I think it's just Messi's time.
Danny's going with France.
Danny with France.
I think
now
Messi,
Spain and Argentina, Danny. Spain and Argentina for the World
Cup. I'm
I'm
agreeing with you. I'm going Argentina. I think they've just found ways to win. They're the defending champions. Messi has been one of the best players in the world and continues to show it. I think he wants to go out with back-to-back World Cups. So Argentina. It's going to be a good game, though. It'll be an extremely good game. I'm going like 1-0. It's just going to be a heart-throbbing. Wow,
Hugo. How do you know he's a
really
jerk?
The language, my friend.
Ow!
All right,
and it's El Messi. His name does not start with an F.
Argentina.
Danny's going Argentina.
All right, Danny. We also have the National Women's Soccer League tonight, Ron. The San Diego Wave Football Club at the Kansas City Current.
Who's in first place?
San Diego is the best team in the league.
Right. So why would I go against them?
I don't know, buddy. I don't know. So you're going
San Diego, man. Come on.
I agree. San Diego, best team in the National Women's Soccer League. We're going to give the ladies some love here. We're watching a lot of men's.
That's where all the good United States players are.
Yeah. Watch what you say about his Messi. Don't get Danny fired up. Hugo. Gets ugly, man. Gets ugly quick. You gentlemen picking on that game for the National Women's Soccer League. San Diego at Kansas City. You want to make a pick?
You know what's coming next month? Thank God.
Football's back. It is. You guys are going San Diego.
Hey, we got to decide when the NFL preview show is going to happen.
Yeah, we got to look at the schedule.
It cannot be a Saturday.
It probably wouldn't be. Not football. Got it. Football. Not football. All right. With that, Ron, it is
San Diego.
It is time for our final thoughts, and our final thoughts don't necessarily have to be about anything sports related. It could be about anything happening in the world today. I am first tonight, so my final thought. It is San Diego at Kansas City. It's the National Women's Soccer League, Danny. My final thoughts actually about the NFL and the players. They've started a campaign based off of what has happened with the World Cup. So a lot of players are really trying to push for real grass in these NFL stadiums. Again, if you look at what they were able to do for the World Cup, they put real grass on all these stadiums for all these matches that were played in NFL stadiums. It prevents, Danny's going San Diego. It prevents, obviously, more injuries, right? More wear and tear. It's probably a much better playing surface than the artificial turf. I'm actually on the player sides on this. I really don't understand why you can do it for a, World Cup event, but you can't do it for your players for, 8 games a season.
At least the ones that have, outdoors or a dome that's movable.
But even Arizona, they have the thing that goes out and comes back in. They do real grass.
Wait, so they can just like slide it
Yeah, it
to
slides
the
right out.
outside. Oh, that's
Yeah.
pretty neat, actually.
Yeah, so I'm rooting for the NFL players to kind of, try to change the owners' minds and make this happen. Yeah, it slows down the players a little bit. That's always been a concern. But again, I think the amount of injuries we see from knees that just get stuck in that turf and get blown out without any contact, it would avoid more of those. So great job by the players to recognize that. And
Yeah,
obviously,
absolutely.
everybody enjoy that World Cup on Sunday. I think that's going to be a big match. So in New York.
Hope everybody
New York,
enjoys it.
New York City. All right, Ron, your final thought?
My final thought. Final thought. We lost an icon, Eric. Lost an icon. Sam Neill passed away, and it was devastating for all of us that are massive Jurassic Park fans. And I gotta say that was a tough one.
Yeah.
Because like Jurassic Park, you just think, it's pretty new, even though we're going on a couple of decades and plus. But it was a phenomenal movie, and he was incredible in it. And he's been in a lot of great movies, but nothing impacted, people like Jurassic Park impacted people.
Agreed.
That franchise is going and going and going, and we will miss Dr. Alan Grant for sure. So rest in peace, Sam Neill. You will be missed.
I can almost guarantee in the next one they're going to have something with him now.
Oh, I hope so.
So yeah, maybe they recreate him.
Maybe.
All right, Ron. Well, it's been a great show. I want to thank those that have joined us live tonight. Hugo, Danny, you guys were amazing tonight. We surely appreciate all of the ads with Messi. Shake my head. That's what you get, Hugo. They're always listening.
When you called him a jerk, we put the phone call in like we need Messi.
Look at Danny making barbecue corn dogs, hot dogs, corn on the cob, hamburgers. He's having a full barbecue for the finals of the World Cup. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it, Danny, because it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a great game.
I would love to go, Danny. But
I want to thank all those that are going to join us afterwards. Like, share, and follow us on all our social media platforms. Tell your friends about us. If you're listening to us, WDJY 99.1 FM, S6E TV. If you're watching us, check us out live Friday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'd love to have you join us so we can chat with you and talk some more sports or whatever you want to talk about. Ron, thank you. Another fun show, as always. Always appreciate you. Our good friends there in Providence, Rhode Island as well, 990 WBOB. If you also are listening to us there, check us out Friday nights. We get to do it all over again next Friday, Ron. I appreciate you so much and everything we get to do every single week. It's always fun. And all we ever ask for every single show is that we finally have peace on earth.
Have a great night, everybody.